Hello, welcome back to Mountain Gym Cart Collectibles. Hope you're having a great week so far. Well, summer's here, so I'm not sure if you're in the mood to maybe go to a concert, maybe like a circus or something, or maybe a fair, big event. If you're in the collecting sports cards, maybe you're waiting for a sports card show. And, to go along with summer, it's important to hit all the big events and, check everything out. So, this Skeens debut patch is coming to New York City. And, we all know how big, of a rookie Paul Skeens was last year. I mean, James Wood just can't seem to get his name out there as much as Paul Skeens. Anyway, this was written on June 10th, 2025. It comes from Sports Collectors Daily. Let's read a little bit. The one-of-one Paul Skeens Superfractor autograph is going on the road. Dick's Sporting Goods, which purchased the card for $1.1 million in March and then put it on display at one of its stores in Pittsburgh, is bringing it to Fanatics Fest in New York. It'll be displayed in a collector's space similar to what the sporting goods chain has built at select stores around the country. So, I'm actually I'm going to buy some airplane tickets. Taking the whole family out. We're going to check this out. I am specifically there to only see the Paul Skeens card. No, just kidding. I'm going to dump $100,000 that I don't have into this trip to see this card up close. Even though I can literally see it right here. Anyway. And we all know it was, the story of it. It was a big chase, 2024 Topps Chrome update. Supposedly, a boy in this family, got on Christmas Day, it's kind of like something from the Saturday Evening Post, Beautiful story, isn't it? But the thing about, the touring of this card is, does anybody remember Paul Skeens? Like the actual man? Yeah, he got, unfortunately stuck in Pittsburgh. He can pal around with, Aaron Rodgers, I guess, with the Steelers if he wants. But the thing about, the way that they're touring this card, Dick's Sporting Goods, which, I think that's an accurate term, Dick. The top pitcher right now is Garrett Crochet, Boston. He's got, 6 wins, 4 losses, a 2.35 ERA. He's doing pretty good, and there's a lot of, other pitchers that are doing good. You got Mackenzie Gore, number 2 slot with Washington Nationals. We have Chris Sale with the Atlanta Braves. We have Tarek Skubal, at number 4 with, Detroit Tigers. We then come with Carlos Rodon with the Yankees, Logan Webb with the Giants, Zach Wheeler with the Phillies, Hunter Brown with the Astros. And then we have Paul Skeens at number 9 with Pittsburgh. He does have a good ERA, but if you look at Carlos Rodon, he's got 8 wins, 4 losses. Hunter Brown, 8 wins, 3 losses. And you have Paul Skeens, 4 wins, 6 losses, with a 1.88 ERA. I mean, I know he's doing good as a pitcher for the National League. But the way that, Dix is going about and, touring the card, I'm almost expecting to have that slab up on the pitching mound one of these days, pitching for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Why? Oh, this card has totally eclipsed Paul Skeens. We put him down the minor leagues. We're putting up his slab up on the mound. He's pitching. It's ridiculous. I mean, they act like it is a circus, you know. I mean, they should roll out the big tents, bring in the elephants, you know. I mean, the whole show, you know, for this card. And it's kind of funny because I've been kind of tracking this the way that Dix has been touring this around, you know, with Fanatics typically, you know, like it's some big circus event. It's a slabbed up card, man. The guy's, but number 9 place right now. I mean, would you be happier seeing a Garrett Crochet card at this point? My mom and I were, you know, she was talking the other day. She's like, it's Crochet because we were watching the game. Okay, it's Garrett Crochet, Mom. I'll give you that. I call him Crochet. I don't know. But I just think it's kind of funny that, you know, this issue with the card, it's really eclipsing, you know, Paul Skeens himself. It's just like, does anybody remember the man, Paul Skeens? You know, he's having an okay year, but, you know, he's saddled with, you know, a Pittsburgh team, you know. I mean, I always tell myself, if I was fortunate to get into like a professional sports team, I'd probably be saddled with Pittsburgh too. I'd be like, oh, how did this happen? You know, I mean, whether it's baseball, football, I mean, and the sad thing is the Steelers were my favorite football team when I was a kid. I mean, they were awesome when I was a kid. Terry Bradshaw, I mean, they were just a dominant team, and I always liked the design of the helmet, you know, the black colors, and I was just really into the Steelers before I got into the Seahawks. I would never touch the Steelers at this point. I mean, they took on Aaron Rodgers. Who takes on Aaron Rodgers? I mean, loser of the century. You know, and you can hype up his name all you want, but I would have nothing to do with Aaron Rodgers. So, but that's just the way Pittsburgh operates. You know, and that's their football program. Their baseball program probably operates a couple notches below, you know. And so, you know, if you're out this summer, you know, you might, you know, hit some street food, you know, hit some, I don't know, with all the issues going on with the federal government, you might be careful out there. Anyway, you know, you could do Cirque du Soleil's, you know, show on June 23rd. At someplace in Florida, you know, or, you know, at the Shoestring Circus in Olympia, you know, Olympia, Washington. That's coming June 26th. You know, there's a lot of events, you know, but there's always, you know, the big event. And we know what the big event is now, don't we? What's the big event? It's the Paul Skeens Card Tour. They're going to have the Paul Skeens slab going out with Livy Dunn now. What happened to Paul Skeens? We got Paul Skeens. We got the Paul Skeens slab here, the MLB debut patch card. That's his auto. We don't need the man anymore. Nobody needs the man anymore. We just need the slab. And to me, it's just, it's pathetic, you know, in a way that the slab is eclipsing the player. There's a tour of the slab, you know. I mean, does anyone want to go to watch the Pittsburgh Pirates play? Another depressing loss? No. So I'm not sure what your opinion is on this. I just kind of had some fun with it today, you know. Nothing too serious, you know. It's summertime. You gotta get out there, hit some street events, you know. Get some good greasy food, have some fun, spend a lot of money, go check out, you know, the Paul Skeens MLB debut card at the Fanatics Fest or whatever that they're touring around the country. Anyway. If you have any different opinions on it, leave some comments. Thank you to my subscribers. I hope you're having a great day. And if you haven't subscribed and you're a viewer, thank you for watching. But if you could subscribe, it'd really help my channel out. I could improve it. Anyway, hope you have a great day. I'm out of here. Bye.